What's good, Joel? It's Abwon and I am back. I haven't done a story time for you guys in a minute. Oh, this is Face2Face, by the way, but you probably already knew that. Anyway, I think the last video I gave you guys was my Ouija board Halloween special. Oh, by the way, it's based on true events that happened to me. I'll take it to the grave. I'll swear that on the Bible. So stop asking me, yo, did you make this up? Is that a lie? Everything I tell you is true. Nothing is fabricated. It's all 100% true. So if this is your first time coming to this channel, I got sports talk, interviews, rants, movie reviews, everything. We get it lit over here. It's the truth over here. So make sure you subscribe ASAP. So in my past life, I was on like OkCupid, Tags, Tinder, POF, all of that, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I never jumped on like eHarmony or Match.com. I didn't pay for like those types because I just felt like if I had to pay to find a relationship, I'm just going to stay single because it ain't that worth it. Love ain't worth it like that. Not to me. So if you haven't been on one of those dating apps, it's like a job. Like you literally, people say, oh, being on social media is a job, blah, blah, blah. But you go on social media for like entertainment purposes. Going on a dating app, it's like if you're really serious about going on a date, you gotta like really put in time and effort. You gotta make like an extensive background. You gotta have all types of pictures because people are afraid you're gonna catfish. They wanna see all types of angles. You gotta put if you're a smoker, your height, all that nonsense, what shows you like to watch, everything. It's crazy. Like, I feel like it's LinkedIn. So I was on there, you know what I'm saying, browsing. I mean, it is what it is. I click on a couple of profiles. Oh, she's cute. She alright, you know what I'm saying? She a thought. So I got a message, right? I can't even remember the name of the profile. Let's just say it's Heavenly Angel. You know, women always make like the same profile names. Like, let's just say it's Heavenly Angel 15. So she messages me and she's like, hey, cutie, but it's like cutie cutii. So at this point, I'm already like, I'm kind of like a grammar Nazi. So I'm already like, I don't know. But I messaged her, you know what I'm saying? Partially because her profile was like, had hella cleavage. So I'm like, ooh, we in there. So I check, you know what I'm saying? I message her back. It's probably like 11 o'clock at night. I message her back, what's up? What are you doing? So we have a generic conversation. It's cool. No, I mean, I'm not priming to anything like, yo, send me a pic right now. Send me a pic. So once I gave her my phone number, that's when I started noticing she started getting like really aggressive, but not in a bad way where she was like cursing me out. She would like send me, I would just wake up to like a bombardment of selfies. Like I'd wake up and be like 20 messages. Uh-oh, I'm thinking she about to go in or some nonsense. It would just be like, good morning, bloop, 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 bloop. Selfie, 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 selfie. And I'm a visual person, so to me, I don't mind. I'm like, oh, okay, like I see you, you're doing your thing. Cleavage here, she in a bathing suit or some nonsense, whatever it is, what it is. Now, I noticed a lot of the pictures was like from here up, but I don't judge. We're talking, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, the question that a lot of single people ask, why are you single? Everybody asks that, why are you single? And I don't think that question even really matters because it's like people are going to tell you what they want you to hear anyway. They'll say something, oh, I just never found the right one. Or, yo, chicks be tripping, like these chicks be thoughts out here. They just going to make themselves look like the victim, like they're the perfect catch. And everybody just fumbles them all the time. But they can lie. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to take things with a grain of salt. So anyway, you know what I mean? We had that question. And I said, why are you single? And she straight, I think she was honest with me. She was like, you know what? I fall for guys really hard, and then they play these games, and then they don't want to take it to the next level, and they kind of just use me for things, this, that, and the third. So she said that. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I asked her, I said, when you mean fall very hard, like what exactly are you talking about? Because I need people to elaborate on things. So she's like, you know, if I really like a guy, I'll tell him I like him. You know, I'll be real transparent with him, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, you know, it is what it is because I'm a transparent person. I'll tell you what it is. There's no maybes with me. It's either a yes or a no. The selfies continue, you know what I'm saying? And then they started getting a little bit more kinky, I guess you could say. They weren't nudes. They weren't nudes to this point, but it would be like her in a bathtub showing a little crotch, you know what I'm saying? The upper thighs, but not the upper thighs. We haven't even been on the first date yet. We've only been talking for like 2.5 weeks. I'm already about to get the skin. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm about to get the skin and go from there. You know what I'm saying? One day, she hit me up and she's like, hey, what are you doing next week? And I love a woman that shows initiative, like, by the way. I love a woman that shows initiative. But I feel like a lot of dudes out there do as well. Anyway, just so women know. So she's like, what are you doing next week? And I'm like, I'm working on Sunday, but Friday and Saturday, I'm not really that busy. So she's like, Saturday, let's go out. I'm like, okay, cool. It is what it is. So I'm like, I'm gonna come to you. She lived in the city, so I'm like, I'm gonna come to you. She doesn't drive, like many New Yorkers out here, they don't drive for some reason. So I'm like, I'm gonna come to you and we'll go get something to eat. We'll find a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not from the city. She said she doesn't really go to Manhattan a lot. So I'm like, all right, cool. We about to go on this adventure together. And she liked it. She was with it. She's like, all right, cool, whatever. So I said, all right, cool. Don't eat. You know what I mean? We about to turn up. So I get to the city and she was like, oh, you know, I'm running a little behind. Like, something happened. I forget, some nonsense happened, but I'll be there in like 20 minutes. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, we fine. So I'm in the GameStop. I'm basically window shopping, and then I decided to pick up a game. I forgot what it was. It doesn't even matter at this point. I peek outside, and I'm like, wait, that's her? Nah, bruh. So I'm like, I hit her up, and I'm like, are you by such and such, like a stop sign, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, that's me. I'm walking. She turns around. She is sweating like she's sweating like she ran 30 games of basketball. I'm looking at her like, what is going on? And then I noticed she kind of looked like Majin Buu from Dragon Ball Z. So at this point, I'm like, yo, she's tall, but that's because she had like crazy, her heels were crazy. She was like my height, which was fine. I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't tripping, but I was like, I've been bamboozled. Like, you definitely worked those angles when you took those pictures, because you don't look anything like these photos right now. Like, so at the same time, I'm looking at it like, all right, I came all the way here. We had some good conversation. I'm not gonna be shallow and just cut the date because you're not visually appealing to me at this point. So I'm like, you know what, let's just make the best of it. At the end of the day, if she's just a friend, she's just a friend. So I'm like, all right, so let's go find something to eat. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh, I ate already. I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah, I ate already. I was starving. I couldn't wait. I ate already. So I'm like, well, I didn't eat, so what are we about to do? You about to just watch me eat? So she's like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Let's go to Chipotle. So I'm like, you know what? I know how people are on social media these days. They say things like going to McDonald's and Burger King and Chipotle and things like that don't classify as like real dates, especially for a first date. But I'm like, you know what? You ate already. You volunteered to go to Chipotle. So I'm like, fine. Whatever, let's go. I like Chipotle like the next man, so it is what it is. This was before the E. coli outbreak. Well, I mean, I hope it was. So we go to Chipotle, and if you don't know by now, Chipotle in the city, in New York City, I don't know how it is in any other city, but in New York City, Chipotle, they serve alcohol. So we in there, you know what I'm saying? I got like a burrito bowl or something like that, which was pretty dope. It was nice and hearty. I told him to give me some extra meat. Pause. So I get my meal. She's like, oh, sit over there, sit in the back by the window. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I sit in the back. I get my food. I look up. She got 2 drinks. So I'm like, oh, okay, like it's about to be that type of night. She takes her drinks, doesn't give one to me. So I'm like, okay, she really finna turn up now. I'm eating my burrito bowl, I'm chilling. I think she had like 2 mojitos. She killed the first one within seconds. Oh, I love Chipotle. I love mojitos. Oh my God, but I think I need something else. So she goes up and she gets like a Long Island iced tea. So I'm like, conversation's kind of lacking at this point, but it is what it is because I'm focused on eating. My mind is, I want to eat and I kind of want to leave. So I finished eating. She's like, I don't want the night to be over. Let's go to a bar. I know you drink. Let's drink and have some fun. So I'm like, oh man, I really don't want to, but why not? Now, mind you, remember, before I said I was hyped to get the skin, I was not hyped at all. I was hyped to leave. I wanted to leave. I did not think about sex one time. She's like, oh, do you want a table or do you want to sit at the bar? I'm like, well, I already ate, so let's just sit at the bar. And I'm like, let's find a section in the bar that's got a good angle for the TV because I want to watch a sports game. Because who doesn't like to watch sports when they're at the bar? Plus, I'm thinking to myself, if this conversation starts lacking, at least I can watch the game. So we find a bar, we find a spot at the bar, it's cool, and hockey's on. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't really know much about the sport of hockey, but I do watch it. Like, I watch any sport. I don't care. Like, I watch bull riding. You know what I'm saying? If that's even what it's called. So we sit down and she's like, you watch hockey? And I'm like, yeah, I watch all sports. And then she goes, I thought black people only watched basketball. This chick was Dominican, from the Bronx. So I'm thinking to myself, like, you can't really be that ignorant. So I'm already kind of rubbed off because I'm like, you drunk as hell, and now you're trying to like stereotype me. So I'm like, I looked at her, I'm like, nah, like, there's actually black hockey players. She's just like, oh, okay, you know, I just didn't know that, blah, blah, blah. So she starts rubbing my hair, looking at my lips while she's drinking, rubbing my hands. So I'm already kind of like, now she feeling some type of way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not feeling the same. So I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying? And she's talking to me, yeah, I really like you. I'm glad you came out today. I'm sorry I'm late, blah, blah, blah. I love you're here, this and that. What do you think about me? So I'm just sitting here, I'm like, yo, man. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I just want to leave at this point. But I wasn't having a bad time. I was just kind of irritated because I'm just like, your presence is kind of irking me. So we're talking and she just starts getting more aggressive with my hair, like to the point where she's kind of pulling it. So I'm like, yo, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, like relax. So a song comes on and I'm sitting, I'm like, this song kind of alright. So I pull my phone out and immediately she's like, who you texting, your girlfriend? I'm like, I'm not even texting, like I'm about to Shazam this song. She's like, oh, you like this song? I'm like, yeah, this song is kind of fire. Like, I listen to everything. She's like, I thought black people only listen to rap. At this point, I just looked at her and I was like, what is going on with you and these stereotypes? Like, am I the first black person you've actually had contact with in your entire life? And she's just like, no, it's not that. I'm really open-minded. I just don't know what to explain it. In the Bronx, we don't really have a lot of. I'm like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. You're not the first girl I've dated from the Bronx, so I just don't get it at this point. So I'm real irritated here, and she's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, nah, you good. I mean, I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go. So she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. So she goes to the bathroom and I'm just sitting here like, unbelievable. The bartender comes over. He's like, yo, man, I go to him and I'm like, can I get the check? He's like, I'm gonna get you a drink, man. I'm gonna get you a drink. Drink's on me. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna turn down free alcohol, so why not, right? Homegirl comes out the bathroom. Where my drink at? So I was like, you don't need any more drinks. And I didn't pay for this. He gave it to me. So she looks at the bartender like, oh, so you can give him a free drink, but you can't give me one? Homeboy just immediately turned around, came back and gave me the check. Because he already knew why I asked for the check at this point. He saw what was going on and was like, nope, it is what it is. He didn't even say anything to her. So she was just like, oh, you trying to leave already? I'm like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of really not feeling it. Like, those comments you made kind of just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm a really open-minded person, and I just feel like you're judging me and stereotyping me. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's just, you know, I haven't been anywhere outside of the Bronx, and you seem like you're such a well-rounded dude. I was hoping that you could show me some more things. And I'm just like, I'm sure you'll find somebody who can do that for you, but I ain't the one. She's trying to hold my hand. I'm not having it. I'm really not even talking to her at this point. And all she keeps doing, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, I'm sorry, please, I've been drinking, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. A drunk person tells sober thoughts. So I'm like, you know what, it is what it is. So anyway, I catch the bus. She tries to come in for a kiss. I'm like, no. Immediately deleted her number. I'm like, no way, Jose. I'm talking to my roommate, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I leave my phone upstairs. I go upstairs to check the phone. The first text I get, hey, I'm home. I knew who it was. I didn't respond though. I leave my phone right there. I go back downstairs. I come back up. I got like 50 messages. Hey, I'm sorry. Please, why do men treat me like this? I apologize. Just accept the apology. Can we start over? I want to rewind. Can we do a double take? I didn't mean that. You're not the only black guy I dated. I'm not ignorant. Please don't look at me like this. Do you think I'm racist? Why don't you like me? What do you think about me? Why are you acting like everybody else? I'm like, bro, what is life? What is life? I read those text messages, bing, blocked, ASAP. So like a year later, I got a new phone and I forgot to back the phone up. And when I got the phone and I connected it to the cloud and this, that, and the third, I went to go text somebody and the random number popped up. And I'm like, who is this? And I network with a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, no, this could be somebody that I may need to be in contact with. So I just texted and said, hello, who is this? Hey, how you been? Like, I've been thinking about you. We should catch up. What you been up to? And I'm like, she still didn't say her name. And I'm like, but who is this? Oh, you deleted my number? It's, I forgot her name. No, yeah, wait. Let's just say her name is Lisa. So she's like, yeah, hey, it's Lisa. I looked at it, boop, blocked. I said, no way, I'm not doing it. Because I wasn't even about to tell her like I'm not interested. Because I said, nah, because once I do that, I'm just going to open up a can of worms. She's going to bombard me with a whole bunch of messages. I just said, I'm going to just throw her on the block list. So this was years ago. She's still on that block list, I'm sure. But even then, I don't think she remembers me. I hope she doesn't remember me. I'm honestly even shocked that she remembered that night, like a year later, because she was really drunk. She was like really intoxicated. And I was just like, yo, like, nah, man. Some people just don't need to drink on the first date. You know what I'm saying? You just need to hold your alcohol, man. It is what it is. And the fact that like you told me you wasn't gonna eat and then you decided to eat because you were just impatient, whatever, it is what it is, but that's just one of my many horrible worst dates, man. I got so many more. I'm gonna definitely bring you guys more story time. I wanna get one animated. So any animators that's watching this right now that can do it for a good price, don't hit me with no 3,000, 4,000, you know what I'm saying? You can do it for a good price, hit me up, man. We can make it happen. We can make it collab. Other than that, you know what I mean? Check out my Valentine's Day face-to-face. Check out my Ouija board story. You know what I mean? Subscribe. Let me know what one of your worst first dates was. You know what I mean? My social media links are all in the description. Talk to me, I talk back. You know what it is. Abwon, I'm out of here.